About to start broadcasting. So hello, welcome
Boing,
once again
boing.
to the exciting and wonderful world of video chat with myself, Peg Aloi, the Media Witch, and Lilith Dorsey. We are both bloggers on Pathos.com, and last year you may have tuned in for some of our video chats on American Horror Story Coven. And a new season of American Horror Story has just begun, Freakshow. Possibly you watched the first episode, Lilith and I did, and here we are to talk about it with you. Lil, you there? Hello? We're having some technical difficulties. This often happens with Google Hangout on air for some reason. With any luck, Lilith will be able to join us again. Is she there? No, we've kind of lost her connection, but I'll talk for a moment and hopefully she will be able to come back and join us. This pilot episode, nearly an hour and a half long, of American Horror Story Freakshow was spectacular on many levels. And when I say spectacular, I mean that in the sense of it being a truly intriguing spectacle. It was extremely violent. It was extremely extreme. It really pushed the envelope, I think, further in some ways for a pilot episode than American Horror Story has done in the past. Oftentimes it waits until it's further along in the season to really push things. And this was extreme, and some of the violence was extremely graphic, extremely disturbing, extremely surprising. Unbelievable. And clowns, murderous, homicidal, maniacal, insane clowns. Mainly the clown played by John Carroll Lynch. And actually, when I saw the cast list going up in the opening credits, I knew it was going to be John Carroll Lynch playing that clown. Hi, you're back. I was just saying how this particular pilot episode was so much more extreme than American Horror Story tends to get in the first episode. I mean, it usually takes a little while. It was crazy. So violent. So horrifying. Are you there? Can you hear me? We are having trouble with your hookup, my lady. I'm not sure why. You kind of keep going in and out of the chat. We have your picture. Nope, we don't again. Okay, we're just going to keep hoping that Lilith's going to be able to join us with her her wonderful insights. She has been saying the last couple of days that on Twitter and elsewhere, she's kind of freaky, so she really enjoyed the show. And I'm kind of freaky too, but oh my goodness. This show might be a little too freaky for me. The special effects were absolutely amazing, even better than I had thought they were going to be. Of course, we've come to expect from this production of American Horror Story really incredible visuals, possibly to a fault, because it seems to me, and it has seemed to Lilith as well, that sometimes the writing does seem to suffer in terms of all the emphasis on the visuals and the production and the editing. Are you there? Are you with us?
You're saying the writing episode suffered?
No, not this episode. I meant in general on American Horror Story. I was saying that the visuals are often really the strongest piece, and the sound, the music, and the story elements and ideas are fantastic, but sometimes the writing in terms of continuity and development sometimes falls down. The fact that they have an amazing cast certainly helps. And we'll see where this goes. It's very hard to tell from the first episode, you know, if they're going to be able to pull it off this time. And honestly, obviously, Coven, I think, was the weakest of the three seasons in that regard, and yet also had a lot of really great stuff about it, too. So I think you froze on us again. Are you there? Oh, we're having a frustrating time of it here. Well, next time Lilith comes in, I'm going to let her talk while she has the ability, because we're having some issues with the connection somehow. Oh, she's left us again. All right, you're gonna have to listen to me some more here. So I thought that the sexual content of this episode was pretty I don't know, no more gratuitous than the previous seasons have been. Are you there? Are you with us? Now your face is kind of in shadow. I can see you, but I can't hear you. We might have to reschedule this because Lilith keeps kind of cutting in and out. something up with her connection. So those of you who are tuning in perhaps just now or just finding this, I'm Peg Aloi. I'm talking with Lilith Dorsey. We're having a bit of a connection problem here. We're talking about the pilot episode of American Horror Story Freakshow, the newest season of American Horror Story, which promises to be spectacular in many ways. So far, the performances are top-notch, as they have been all along. Really great stuff from Kathy Bates, certainly from Jessica Lange, certainly from Evan Peter, who seems like he's getting a much bigger role this time around, and a kind of a creepy one. John Carroll Lynch is joining the show for the first time, who is always fantastic, everything he's done. Obviously played possibly the serial killer in Zodiac, if that's him, and played a really great character in Carnival. And speaking of Carnival, it will be interesting to me to see how much this show tries to derive from that HBO show created by Daniel Knopf, Carnival. Certainly, Carnival is set in a different era, set during the Depression era and the Dust Bowl, and this show is set in the 50s, ostensibly. But I certainly saw some aesthetic and I thought visual similarities. Lilith, are you with us? Can see her picture again, but can't actually hear her, so I'm not sure what our problem is there. Lil? Yeah. Hopefully we'll have this set up maybe a little better next time. I'm not really sure why she's having this difficulty. I think it's a connection issue on her end. This sometimes happens with Google Hangout on air. It's still going to post to YouTube. She's going to mostly have me talking about it, though. But speaking of Carnival, I did notice that some of the exterior scenes, especially the scenes of the midway, the rides, the way that the lights are portrayed, and the way that it's portraying sort of figures moving through the Carnival atmosphere, reminded me a great deal of Carnival visually. I'm not saying it was derivative or copying it in any way, but there really aren't many, if any, television series that have been set in this kind of an environment. So it would make sense, even if it's just a form of homage, I suppose, to have it look similar to that show. But what we saw, certainly with American Horror Story Coven, was that there were certain other texts, films and TV shows both, that the show did seem at least inspired by, if not actually derivative of. So
one final time. Trying one final time.
There you are. What's happening?
One last and final time.
Yes, here you are.
I love this. Try. Now you disappear. That's great.
No.
Okay.
I'm here. So I've been babbling on my own here. So I've just been talking about the fact that it looks like this thing, it might end up being a little derivative of Carnival. What do you think? Oh, did we lose you again? I think she gave up because we keep trying this and it's just not working. And it's too bad because Lilith looks really pretty in the sort of the dim lighting and just got nice shadows, and it looks really nice. From here, your picture does. We're just having some difficulty getting the sound happening. We might have to reschedule this chat when we can figure out what our technological problem is. So I won't take this down, but which you'll know if you are able to access it on my YouTube channel. But it's disappointing that we can't bring Lilith into the discussion. So why don't, if she doesn't come back on in another couple of minutes, oh, there she is. She's trying again. Yay. Are you there? You're there. Hello? There you
yes.
are. So are you just
I think so.
Hi.
I'm trying to be here.
I know, you keep going in and out.
What's happening?
So say something. There you are. It's a little slow as well. Oh, I think you froze again. Damn it. Ah, frustrating. Well, Mercury is retrograde, after all, which certainly affects communication and technology and all things related. There you are.
want them to play that Jessica Lange Life on Mars at my funeral, man.
Oh my gosh, that scene is amazing.
That was amazing.
Oh, beautiful. And someone online found the photo of David Bowie in that blue suit and the eye makeup that they copied that from. That certainly was one of the highlights of the episode, although I thought there were a lot of amazing moments in it. The visual effects are incredible. Did you feel, well, I don't know, what did you think? I would love to hear your thoughts, because I've been going on now, because you've been kind of absent, so let's hear from you. We lost you again. Finally, give me a minute to speak, and she's gone. Hopefully she's going to come back. That life on Mars, of course, we're kind of used to this sort of anachronism that sort of happens sometimes with this show. But what's great about this is now we're set even further in the past than we have been previously. I think that in Asylum, I think it was the 60s, and now we're in the 50s. Who's to say when we're going to go back in time even further at some point? There you are. Hello? Hello. I see you kind of moving, but I can't hear you. Hello. Should we should probably reschedule and see if we can just get a better connection going. I don't know. I did start a couple different chats, but you don't seem to be able to hook in. You do look really pretty, though, in that lighting, I have to say. Lilith, where are you? No, we can't even get her picture. I don't really know what to say. I'm going to say Ard. You can't. Maybe we should just cancel. I don't know. Are you back? No.
On a battle trip, and hopefully you'll join me again later. You're frozen.
You're frozen.
I know.
Weird.
This is.
We'll reschedule and do this again. I don't know what the problem is. Now you're kind of just moving. Your mouth's moving very slowly, and now you're frozen again. You probably can't hear any of that. So we just don't have the right connection. I'm assuming that because this looks like it's videotaping me, that this is going to show up on YouTube and it's just going to be me talking, which is kind of boring. It's much more interesting when it's a conversation. So we will try this again when we can actually have a conversation. So thanks for joining, any of you who did. I'm sorry for having technological issues. We will definitely try this again. Okay. Till next time. We will definitely get a discussion of the first episode. Oh, up before the second one. This is my dog, Maisie. Hi. Enough out of you. No.
I don't know how you're frozen.
Did you see
on me at this point?
There you are. What should we do?
And garbly.
Yeah. I can hear you. I could for a moment. There you are. I think we're just going to have to reschedule. Yeah, go take your bear. Dog toy. I don't know what to do. No. You can stop your barking. No, I know. That's enough of that. Okay. Yes, time to reschedule because you're misbehaving. No, please. No. Daisy. Crazy dog. Okay, well now we're having crazy dog video time, so that's another channel entirely. So we'll see you soon. We will do this again.